Chapter 5, man. I love the way this is going. Now that we're going through this book, it's just like a
Hey, go get
reminder.
that ebook, man. Hold on, plug where they can get this book at, man. Tell them where they can
Right?
get this book.
You can go in my bio on my Instagram and you can just pick up the book, Six Must Have Traits. I got it pinned on my 3-4 page. That's my Arnold Lewis 3-4 page and Arnold's Thoughts Podcast Instagram page. It's just click it, pick it up, share it with somebody, learn from
Tell
it.
them the name of your tell them the name of your book one more time.
Six must have traits to become an overseas basketball player. We're going through
Woo!
every
I like hearing that, boy. I like hearing that, boy. That's hey man, we gotta make that a New York Times
I'm
bestseller, man.
trying to
People,
tell you, man. There's so many gems in there. It's just like through our years of playing, it's just like bar none. I tried to break it down into the most, just like the main thing that I can think, just the main through our 9 years, 18 years together of in the game. How do I just put it? And you know, a lot of people now these days don't really want to read. That's why we're doing the audio book and giving y'all all this extra content so y'all can understand it from the mouths of actual pros. You can understand and feel how we feel conveying this message, expressing this message. Like, you must have these to be able to be successful. I looked up a stat. Over 70% of players don't make it past their first year of overseas basketball. Let
I
like
believe
Skip
that
say,
100%.
Shannon say, let that sink in for a minute. Over
I'm surprised it's not
70%.
higher, to be honest.
Hey, it might be
I thought it might be higher.
over just at 70. That's passing. That's a C. 70% of players do not make it past their first year. 70%? Why?
That's
Because
crazy.
they're not
That's crazy.
prepared. You're not prepared. You just thinking, I ain't playing basketball. Yay! I am gonna go to another country and it's gonna be a dreamland.
It's not
Okay.
like that. Yeah, okay.
Okay.
You think like that, boy. You in for a rude awakening. Okay. All right.
Oh man. But moving on.
Yeah.
Chapter 5 is about consistency. Back to cliche. I feel like they're cliches because when we're younger, we're just not putting them into effect. So we think they're cliches. No, these are the words and these are the phrases that people have been passing down to us. And the reason they sound cliche-ish is because no one is implementing them. That's why you say, oh, cliche. Just even the word cliche sounds like the first thing you want to do is that's just a no. The word consistency is key. Really, the consistency is the key. It is the key. Staying committed to what you want to do. Staying committed
That's right there.
to the work ethic, to improving yourself, to learning, to growing. That's the consistency that you must have to especially make it in this life of overseas basketball because there are so many complications that are going to happen. So many. I cannot. We would talk for 30 years on about the complications that happen, but you just have to stay consistent. You have to stay
Right.
consistent in your work,
Right.
in your belief, in your grind, man. Stay consistent in your passion for the game. This man got cut twice and came back to the game. He was like, I don't care. I'm coming back. I'm going to
I
consistently.
wasn't even on the team, Arnold. I wasn't even on the team. They ain't want me, man. They said stay at home. Get better.
Oh,
You're
man.
not good enough. I still came back.
Oh, man.
I showed up the next day. I said, you can't do me like that. I worked too hard. I'm finna rock with y'all, bro. I'm on the team. I don't care what none of y'all say. I'm on the team.
Right,
And
man.
yeah, bro. Nah, bro. But consistency, bro. You're right, bro. Consistency is key. And these cliches, they really the keys to life. You
Right.
know what I mean? Because they're not telling you nothing wrong. You know what I mean? Like, the reason why I'm a professional basketball player is because when I was younger, especially like my teenage years, I say from like 13 to 18, even at Savannah State University when we was grinding super, super heavy. Matter of fact, I skipped to Savannah State University because you my brother. We went to the HBCU, the best HBCU in the world. Shout out to Savannah State. Go
Shout out to
Tigers.
SSU.
They might get another ring this year, but that's another story. But yeah, man, I remember when I first met you, we became brothers because what? Number two, chapter in number two, work ethic.
Work ethic.
I said, hey, bro, I don't know who, I can't remember exactly how it went, but I think you might have hit me up because you had the car. You're like, bro, I'm finna go down to Tiger Arena, get some shots. So you trying to ride? I ain't even think twice. Let's ride. I'm ride with you. Then guess what? Not only did we put in the work ethic, but we did it again the next day
Mm-hmm.
because we keep it consistent. It's not just good to do it one day.
Right.
What is one day? What you're not thinking about your competition? You're not thinking about all the other people trying to make it to the NBA. You know what I mean? And so many people that's got the same goal as you. How you gonna beat them out? How you gonna stand out? So we went the next day. Made me even tighter with you. I'm like, yeah, he like to get in this gym. Guess what? We went the next day, 3 days in a row. And you sure enough, we changed the culture at Savannah State
Right.
because our work ethic and consistency in the gym.
Yeah.
We changed their whole work ethic. They never had a winning record in Division 1 in
And
Division 1 history.
yep.
Guess what we did our freshman year? We helped that ball team get to 15 or 14. Okay, most people say, "Oh, what's the big deal? One game above 500." But me and your names will live in the history books forever as
Facts.
the first winning season as a Division 1 basketball player. We
Facts.
fast forward our careers. You know what I mean? Both starting our junior year, really making big waves in the MEAC conference. We win our first year in that thing, and we still hoopers, and we still grinding. You did, and you know why we won? Because we sacrificed going out to parties.
Yep.
You know what I mean? We sacrificed, you know what I'm saying, just chilling at home playing Xbox. Don't get me wrong, we did it. We human, but we prioritize staying consistent
Staying
with the
consistent
grind.
with the grind, man. Staying
You know
consistent
what I
with the
mean?
grind.
We love basketball. We love winning. We love putting in that hard work more than just chilling, taking the easy route. You know what I'm saying? Having fun with friends. That's Don't get me wrong. Everybody enjoys that, but you gotta keep in mind the big picture, the longevity, the long run game. You know what I mean? So it's like consistency is the biggest thing and will help you reach your goals so much faster. I think you can still achieve your goals without consistency.
Mm.
But if you want to reach it faster and maybe hit it a little bit harder, consistency will help out
Consistency is a life
so much
hack.
with that.
Consistency is a
It
life
is.
hack.
It is.
But it's so hard for individuals to really. I never realized how difficult it was for someone to stay committed and consistent with one thing. That's really
Me too.
a epidemic for someone to
It is.
really stick to
It is.
something. I realized that because, like, for instance, today or yesterday, I was in the gym and my coach came up to me and he was like, "How did you get your body like that? How do you like? How are you like that? How can you go so much and do so much?" I was like, "Because I consistently do this every day. When you sleep, when you out here just chilling, I'm consistently still working. That's why I got 7 championships because I consistently, even when I sat at home for 5 months with no job, you know what I was doing? I was getting up at 5 in the morning and going and run 3 miles, then going to the gym 2 times a day, and then coming and working on my craft. I stayed consistent with my work, even though the work wasn't there for me to have. I stayed consistent in that. You looking at me like, oh my God, how? It's simple, bro. It ain't no secret to this. None.
Mm,
Do the work, do it every day, and just watch what happens.
yeah. And
But
then like we talked about for the Savannah State days, I gotta go back to my Riverdale High School days. Shout out to Riverdale, Georgia. Riverdale High School, home of the Raiders, my hood. But yeah, back in those days, like I told you, I got cut from the basketball team twice, my freshman and my junior year. You know what I mean? So I wasn't off to a good start at all, let alone becoming an NBA player, a professional basketball player in general. It didn't look likely, you know what I mean? And then not only that, my sophomore year, I wasn't on varsity. I was on junior varsity. And guess what? I rode the bench the whole year. I didn't get no playing time. And I thought I was pretty decent. But you know what? When my teammates that were playing would go home, guess what I would do? I would stay a little bit after practice, shoot around, work on my left hand layups, you know what I mean? Work on my handles, try to go in the weight room, try to improve my athleticism. And guess what I did? The next day, after practice, I do the same thing because I'm seeing minor results. That's making me want to go even harder. I'm like, oh, I'm improving. It's a little small improvement, but I'm getting better with making these left hand layups now. That's making me want to just keep grinding. You feel me? And then the next day, I'm over here making left hand layups, no problem. Now I'm mixing it up now. You know what I mean? And it's just like, so I go from not making the team my 2 years to force myself on junior varsity, riding the bench. Then I finally make it to varsity my junior year. Don't get no playing time. Fast forward to my senior year, I averaged 21 points and 9 rebounds. How did that happen? Because I was consistently working.
Consistently working.
I was in the trenches. I was behind the scenes when people was clocking out, saying, "Nah, I'm finna go to the crib. I'm tired. We had a full practice." I got a burning desire. I'm not playing. Everybody playing. I'm tired of my mama coming to the games, and I don't even touch the floor. My jersey is dry at the end of the game. It's hot. It's so dry. It's hot. I'm not getting no burn. It burns me to my core.
Oh man!
I got my friends joining me. They roasting me at school the next day. Boy, you'll never get in. You sorry. What you on the basketball team for? You the water boy. You the water boy.
I heard that before.
Hey, y'all, it made me mad and motivated me to work every single day of my life, so I could shut them up and they won't laugh at me no more. You know what I mean? So,
hey,
bro, it's all about consistency, bro.
Led to a D1 scholarship.
For real.
Led to a D1 scholarship. Led to a history twice, first winning season. Led to a first ever winning season in the MEAC history for the regular season ever for a college. At least 9 years professional career ongoing. Just you know, we just gonna just say that maybe this consistency thing has something to it. Maybe.
I think it does. I think it does, my brother. I think it does.
Maybe.
And then, like I said, bro, what helps me stay consistent was having something to motivate me. You know what I mean? Like I said, what motivated me was not playing. What motivated me was being embarrassed when my mom came to play. She having to almost damn near argue with the coach. Why my son not playing? No, Mom, don't do that. 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 You know what I mean? That's embarrassing though. And I'm like, nah, I can't have my mom trying to vouch me and get me. I gotta earn this.
Earn it. I mean? Right.
I can't have people roasting me in class, making me feel uncomfortable, making me feel bad. Like, nah. I want them when I want to come in class, I want to be like, boy, you was killing yesterday, your son. Like, you know what I mean? That's what happened my senior year, and it felt good, but find motivation to help you stay consistent. Write out, I don't know, a motivational quote and put it on your wall, or write out something a hater said to you and put it in your phone and have it as your screensaver. So every time you check your phone, you see that. And
just fires you up. Just get you fired up.
You gotta have something to fire you up to stay consistent. You know what I mean?
Right, for sure. Absolutely, man. We're going to move it along, man. That consistency really is a big thing. Hey, guys, thanks for tuning into the show. Please subscribe on our YouTube, Spotify, Apple, and wherever you listen to your podcast. I greatly appreciate it.